Okay. Just evaluating certain teams might take possibly a quarter, half the season. So it'd be a bit difficult to, give a bit of patience when it comes to whenever a team is being difficult over when it comes to injuries, roster construction, or just missing key pieces. The Niners at least have that part picked out, because somehow we're opening over a 2-game losing streak after the Jets opener. And we conceded after leading by a 3-score lead, until Kyren Williams just cooked the San Francisco 49ers. Jauan Jennings had an outstanding performance. Over a 13-yard reception around red zone, and then he had an outstanding first down that he caught over a man's head. Then 24-yard bomb. The guy played astounding, and then we just choked. And this is over 175 yards, only missing one catch. And then the delayed read over, and whenever the quarterback is just over a middle of the pause and just fuck it, he'll throw it, that's going to be an interception. And sadly, that's what happened to Purdy, even though he was near perfect with 22 completions, over 30 attempts he put for near 300 yards off 3 interceptions, only got sacked once. His QB rating was astounding, and Jauan Jennings, obviously usually not the primary option, is usually Ayuk or Deebo Samuels. We lost George Kittle. So we pushed over for Isaac Quadrado to play for a majority of the game. Just not the usual, depth that we have. And just the secondary was just abysmal, guys. Just abysmal. And that just let games choke away from us when we got outplayed defensively by the Vikings. Even reads over in the second half against the New York Jets showed that they could possibly make late comebacks, even though the Jets' offense is dodgy. So just knowing that, the Niners obviously have a health problem, and just a defensive scheme issue. If we're just forcing and just betting that we can just get off contact plays. Because currently we're bottom of the division, below the LA Rams, below the Arizona Cardinals, and somehow the Seattle Seahawks is open with Geno Smith 3-0. Like it's 2022 here. We're in Lululand right now. The favorites of the NFC North was supposed to be the Green Bay Packers or the Detroit Lions, but the Lions are falling a game short with the Minnesota Vikings with Sam Darnold as a starting quarterback leading the division. I don't know in what world people were expecting Derrick Henry to open over with the Baltimore Ravens third, with the Cincinnati Bengals winless, with somehow Justin Fields, as soon as he's away from the Chicago Bears, starting 3-0 as the starting quarterback. The only realistic records that are showing off are possibly the Buffalo Bills, except the shocker because Tua Tagovailoa got injured. Miami Dolphins are probably in a holding place for fighting for second in the division with Aaron Rodgers playing. The Chiefs, of course, leading the AFC West. And the Texans, even though falling short of what seems to be a great Minnesota Vikings team over the first 3 games. Showing astounding defense, good veteran quarterback play. And we're even having good quarterback play with quarterbacks that probably weren't even all-pro since a decade ago, like Andy Dalton. And he got the Panthers to win even though they weren't playing good football when they put Bryce Young in. Yet we can't beat the Rams. Don't know how, folks. I do not know how. Can't even explain it. If we can't beat the New England Patriots, the Arizona Cardinals, until our game against the Seattle Seahawks, then I think there's massive questions to be made inexcusing the injuries that were falling short of losing Deebo Samuels. That can be a massive playmaker at times. Nick Bosa, Charvarius Ward, even though he gets burnt most of the time. Losing game changers like George Kittle to munch up over in the yards, even though we seem to still be a good playmaking, playmaking offense. But offense don't win us football games. It's the defense. And missing Nick Bosa can somewhat be more of a massive pain in the ass than losing George Kittle for a few games. So I could say it could be our play calling or just the Niners, inequipped to, be more aggressive when it comes to the blitz. And you see that costing us games. And it's only been 3. So I'm not going to lose my mind. But it's obvious that this is a major concern. And this has been a topsy-turvy league so far in the NFL. And that's what I love. It's good to see quarterbacks try to get some redemption seasons, especially Justin Fields, over the scrutiny that he's had over his tenure he had with Chicago Bears, given the personnel that's being questioned. The Jacksonville Jaguars, after paying Trevor Lawrence one of the top 5 biggest salaries in the league, is starting off absolutely abysmal, winless. And the Dallas Cowboys are starting off a 1-2 start, already losing to the Saints and the Baltimore Ravens after Baltimore Ravens started 0-2. And the Patriots showing to be a sleeper defensive team right now. The Browns probably not getting their money's worth with Deshaun Watson sticking over in quarterback, and they still got to pay him. Yes, they do. Anthony Richardson could be comeback player of the season the way he is. And the way that we're looking right now, TJ Watt's possibly going to be one of the best defensive players of this decade. So there's a lot to be excited for, and of course the car crash that is the NFC South. So a lot of excitement over the first 3 weeks of the NFL season, and we're going to kick off week 4 with, of course, tomorrow night we got the New York Giants playing off against the Dallas Cowboys, and of course the NFC East rivalry matchup on Thursday night. That's it for me. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Of course, if you want to see the stream, if you want to interact with guys, we got a Giants fan, YTC Productions, that usually streams. You'll see other content creators that are notable fans of other teams across the league. So check out his streams. Check out you could watch. I think you still gotta watch it on Amazon Prime. Whew. That's it for me.